guys, it's the second weekly vlog for 2019. It's Friday, which is always a good day, and it's still raining here. It's been raining for 3 days. I'm ready for some sun, but it looks like starting tomorrow we get sun and that it's going to be gorgeous for like a week. I'm talking like highs in the 60s, sunny, perfect weather. So I can't complain too much about these 3 days of rain. If that means we're gonna get this nice warm weather in the middle of January, I'll take it. But it wasn't a bad first week back because it was only a 3-day week. It was busy. I feel like crammed a week's worth of work into the 3 days. And tonight I'm going to batch cook some chili, and I will put the recipe in the show notes because I don't like to take from other people, so I want to make sure if you guys are going to do it, go to their website and use their recipe so that they get the credit for it. It's Lexi's Clean Kitchen. I have made this before. I can't remember if I showed all of it on the vlog. I think I briefly mentioned it on the vlog. About to do all the food prep. I found there's tons of chopping for this chili because it has a ton of veggies, which I like. But I do the food prep first, and I find that makes it much quicker to actually cook the chili. And then the chili just simmers on the stove once the chopping part's done, so it's not bad to make at all. So off to do that now. I have finished chopping all the veggies. They're just in the pot now with a tablespoon of olive oil sauteing. And then I'm going to add the meat, which I'm not going to show since I know we have some vegetarian friends, but you could even use veggie crumbles if you want to make this vegetarian. I'm going to use 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. I've used bison, I've used ground turkey, so you can really use anything in this for the meat product. I've browned the meat, so now all I have to do is add the spices, the tomato paste sauce, some diced tomatoes, some water, and some beans. And you just let it sit here a really long time and cook. She does have an Instant Pot recipe for this as well, and I got gift cards over Christmas to buy an Instant Pot with. I just haven't gotten around to ordering it yet because I went to buy one and there's 5 million options. So by the way, if you have an Instant Pot and you like it, put it in the comments which one you have. I know I want the 8-quart. There's just a basic 8-quart, well, none of them are basic, and then there's one that has, that's like $100 more, that has kind of like a smart one that I think you can use your phone to control and stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to get, but in any case, for now we're doing stovetop method. 3 hours later, the chili is done. Yummy! Hey guys, it's Saturday morning, and I slept forever last night. I think I slept like 11 hours or something. I don't know what's up with that. So I have to tell Brian to get me up tomorrow. Oh, and the clock's trolling me. We still have our Christmas clock up, and every time I film it comes on. Anyway, today we're gonna be doing tons and tons of cooking. I'm gonna cook pulled pork, ropa vieja, both in 2 separate crock pots. And then we're gonna do some other cooking and some stuff around the house. Look at this glorious yellow ball in the sky. We haven't seen it in days. I'm gonna start with the pulled pork. So this is just a pork shoulder, also called pork butt. It's not the pork butt, but that's what they call it. And it's 3 pounds, a little under 3 pounds, and then apple cider vinegar. And I like this organic heirloom tomato barbecue sauce. I do a cup of the vinegar, a cup of the barbecue sauce, and put it in this big crock pot and let it sit for 8 hours on low, and that's it. Next up is ropa vieja, and this is just a Food Network crockpot recipe. I'll put the link in the show notes. Now that I chopped all the veggies, I'm going to add the ingredients into this really old crock pot. We have had this forever. I want to say it might have been a wedding gift. It was definitely a gift, and we've been married a really long time, so it's got some age on it, still works great. We did replace the lid because the lid was plastic, and we don't like to cook with plastic. But this glass lid back here fits perfect, and the bowl it went with broke, so I it's like one of those wonderful coincidences. But the ingredients for this are super simple, super easy, and again, you just stick it in on low for 8 hours. This is what happens when you batch cook. You keep buying these bowls. These are 2-cup Pyrex dishes. We don't like to store stuff in plastic. Yeah, the lids are plastic, but the dish part's glass. And so we have, I can't even tell you how many of these bowls we have at this point. And we always run out, so I just decided to get more. They're actually pretty cheap from Walmart. That's just a tip. They're like way cheaper from Walmart than any other store. We've got crock pot buddies now, so 8 hours from now I'll have a bunch of food. They're probably gonna go straight to the freezer in, you know, batch bowls, but be a lot of meals for, so this is what I eat a lot of times on weeknights. I take salads for lunch, and then on weeknights I rotate which kind of meal, but I try to pre-cook as many as I can. If you're gluten-free, or even if you're not and you just want to eat healthy, I recommend this brand of pancakes, this Birch Benders. I will tell you straight out, they don't taste like normal pancakes. They have a slightly different taste, but if you put blueberries in them, they taste really good. And so I put fresh blueberries in them, and they are gluten-free, and they're even grain-free. In addition to the pancakes, I'm also making Boma eggs. So I'm cooking the spinach. I learned that's one of the keys. Cook the spinach first. And then also we've got the herbed goat cheese, which works really well. It's organic, and some organic eggs. And then Brian's got his little veggie sausages and some veggies going. There's Brian's awesome spread. And here's my gluten-free blueberry pancakes with the Boma eggs as well. And he's got the Boma eggs, potatoes, veggie sausage, and some veggies. Yum.
My new apron.
You're currently looking at the back of our oven. This is the second time this has happened, and we've also had multiple problems with our Samsung microwave. This is a Samsung oven, so take what you will from that.
Yeah.
We don't recommend Samsung
Do not
appliances.
get Samsung.
Well, for phones and stuff, they seem okay, but don't get appliances. We've had nothing but bad luck. So what's happening is one of our burners will only turn on high now, no matter what you set it to. It just goes straight to high and stays on high.
Yeah, so this is the part you need. It's actually really easy to change out. The hard part is, of course, lining up all the cables to the correct posts on the part.
Brian's pretty handy, but I told him if this happens again, it's probably just time to get a new oven, because this part's like 40, isn't it 40 or 60?
$40.
$40. And you know, ovens aren't that expensive. So if this keeps happening, this is the second time, same eye, that it's happened. So there's obviously something faulty. The other thing about pulling your oven out is it's really gross. I just cleaned both sides of it before I even showed you guys, because I was like, I don't want you to see that. And we're gonna clean underneath it. Ta-da, good as new for now. We'll see how long it lasts. While we're working on the oven, we decided we might as well go ahead and clean it. And I don't like doing the normal self-cleaning oven because it stinks the whole house up like burnt oven. The inside, as you can see, is not too bad, but the door is horrible and it's like baked on stuff. So we're gonna try the steam method. Don't do this unless your oven manual says you can, but ours says you can do this. You pour exactly 10 ounces of water in and then let it go. So we'll see how this works out. We're hoping it won't stink as bad. Here we go. This is after the steam clean. Bunch of steam gonna come out? Yes. All right, let's find out if this stuff will come off now.
So you want to use this rack?
Well, to clean, but if you need to get that water up right away, you can do that.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's not working.
I mean, it's getting a little, but...
Yeah, it's not gonna come out clean. Bummer. Because it definitely didn't stink like the other method, but it also doesn't seem to work.
Well, it did say you can use like
Ew.
some kind of like vinyl or scour pad.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So the oven cleaning steam method was not super successful, but it did get a lot of gunk off. So what we're probably going to do is wait till tomorrow and then run the self-cleaning hot oven, because we're theorizing it won't stink as bad, since most of the stuff, really the only thing that didn't come off was some of that on this glass. So I'm hoping it won't stink as bad, but we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. We don't want to do it today since it's kind of wet from that process. So next, if you guys have a flat cooktop, they can get, you know, like the stains, and so we're going to, you can make them look almost like new with this stuff. It's pretty good. First, you take this little tool they give you and you kind of scrape anything that will come up first before you use the actual cream. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but all those stains are going around that eye, and it just gives it like a nice polish. I mean, you can see the reflection in it. It looks it's kind of like waxing your car. It makes it look really nice. If you're a vegetarian, you might want to look away. So here is the pulled pork. Before I pulled it, well, I started to pull it over here, and it tastes really good. I took a little bite. It tastes really, really good. Got 4 servings out of the Repa Vieja. It's supposed to also have sliced olives, which I do not have, but it's really tasty. Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's really early. It's still dark outside. I told Brian to get me up earlier today because I slept so late yesterday and had so much to do that I don't feel like I even got to do much relaxing yesterday. So today I hope to change that. Got a few things to do, but not too much, mostly video editing and things like that. So we were making Boma eggs round 2 this morning, and then salads. Oh yeah, and Brian's made salads, deviled eggs. And he made deviled eggs. So he's on a roll this morning. The Boma goat cheese and spinach eggs, yum, and I've got a side of potatoes. And Brian's got the same thing, only he puts hot sauce on his potatoes, and he's also got the veggie sausage and veggies. And my 4 salads are done. I make 4 salads every day, even though I work 5 days, because each week, for some reason, I always seem to have one day where I don't need a lunch. Like this week, I'm taking my mom out for her birthday for lunch one day, but I make 2 Greek salads, and I make 2 with nuts and dried cranberries just to mix it up throughout the week. And then what I do is I pre-freeze chicken that I pull off of organic pre-roasted chicken and freeze in 3-ounce servings, and I just pop one of those down the night before and got chicken on my salad. It has been so warm this winter that my rose bush is trying to bloom, even though we cut them back for the winter. And also look at these weeds. I'm going to try to deal with those today. Since the steam clean was a fail yesterday, well, it got some stuff off, but it wasn't a total success. We are doing the old-fashioned self-cleaning oven, and yes, let's all reference Carousel of Progress. Ovens aren't going to clean themselves, dear. Despite us using the steam mode yesterday, the self-cleaning oven, it stinks, just like always. So I've opened every single window that we have here in the kitchen. Luckily, it's like 65 today. As you know, Brian really likes this Filled Roast brand of vegetarian products. He tried this, what's it called? Mexican Chipotle.
Yeah. And unnecessarily hot.
I mean, he loves, I can't even express to you how much hot he likes. He puts hot on everything. And he said this was so hot, he's throwing the rest of these away.
Yeah, these are truly disgusting.
I mean, so just take that. I mean, he puts hot pepper on everything. So if it's too hot for him, that's really, really hot. We finished our oven self-cleaning cycle, so here we go. Oh, wow.
It looks the same.
No, it doesn't. No,
to me, it looks the same.
No, that's way better.
No,
okay.
I'm talking about the window.
I know. I'm talking about the window. If you have a disagreement, leave it in the comments. I still see stuff, yes, but it's way better than it was before. Hey guys, it's Thursday, and this is going to wrap up this week's weekly vlog. We're having crazy weather this week. We had 70s on Tuesday, and now they're saying it's going to snow this weekend. I'll believe it when I see it, but I said that last time and then it snowed, so maybe it will, but I don't see how it's going to stick. But whatever. It's definitely cold now. It's really cold today. The high was in the low 40s today, so we went 30-degree drop in 2 days, pretty drastic, and I don't like the cold. I want the 70s back, but I can't complain too much. It's at least sunny. And we'll see what the weekend brings, which will be in next week's weekly vlog. As always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Until our next adventure.